In just 2 days' time, the Route du Rhum race winner is expected in Guadeloupe, where Pointe Pitre Race Village has been inaugurated. It's a source of real pride to see so many people for the opening of this village, the authorities, the partners, the city of Pointe Pitre, and I congratulate all those who are working to make it a success. There's already huge support. No, the Route du Rhum has not become a double-handed race. This is the happy conclusion of a rescue from the middle of the Atlantic. I'm on Jean-Pierre Dic's boat, who kindly picked me up this morning after a pretty violent capsize. A big thank you to everyone for your support. The IMOCA fleet is stretching out off the Azores and in varying conditions. Leading comfortably is Charlie Dalin towards the southwest, but for Antoine Cornic further east, the night was much more stressful. I tacked twice. I changed sails 3 times during the night. I'm very tired. In the all teams, the leaders are being tested. We've exceeded all our limits. It's impossible to reduce our sails, so we've been surfing at 43 knots and up to 48 in the squalls. And what a battle in the ocean 50s, with Arkema still ahead. Erwan and Armel are in my sights. It's a tight race and it's not easy to keep up. It's been complicated since the front. There was really bad news from one of the IMOCAs. A fire on board Nexans Fenêtres has caused the boat to sink off Portugal. Skipper Fabrice Amedeo is now safe, having been picked up by a cargo ship.
The 14th of November 2022. Fabrice Amedeo, in his own words, "Death did not want me today." Hello everyone. I am safe and sound on a freighter, which will drop me off in the Azores tomorrow morning. My IMOCA Nexans at Fenêtres sank in flames before my very eyes. All my dreams went down with my boat. At 11:32 UTC this morning, whilst heading to Cascais in Portugal, on his IMOCA Nexans Art and Fenêtres, after a leak had forced him to leave the Route du Rhum-Destination Guadeloupe race course over the weekend, solo skipper Fabrice Amedeo had an explosion on board, which was immediately followed by a fire. Amedeo was forced to abandon his boat, which sank, and rescue operations were immediately initiated. Alerted by the race management of the Route du Rhum-Destination Guadeloupe, the Portuguese Maritime Rescue Services contacted the vessels present in the area of the accident. The nearby freighter, MV Mesk Breda, diverted and the rescue operation went well at 14:32 UTC this afternoon. Amedeo is now safe on board the freighter. He is not injured. He will be disembarked tomorrow in the port city of Ponta Delgada, on the south coast of the island of São Miguel, in the Azores archipelago. Amedeo, a 42-year-old former journalist turned ocean racer, reported afterwards. He said, "Sunday morning, everything is fine on board, and I am having a great race. The boat is flying hard in the squalls, and the sea is heavy. Suddenly, I realized that my ballast has exploded on a wave, and that I have several hundred liters of water in the boat. I stopped to be safe, and started to empty everything. At that moment, the batteries were immediately affected by the water and failed, and I had a complete blackout on board. I had no more electricity, no more autopilot, no more computer, no more electronics. I decided, in consultation with my team, to proceed cautiously towards Cascais. Sunday afternoon, there was big smoke on board the boat. I used the extinguisher, I put on my survival suit, and I alerted the race direction, who asks a competitor in the IMOCA class to divert to assist me if necessary. The smoke eventually stopped, and I decided to resume my passage to Cascais. I meet James Herrera, the skipper of Gentoo, who had come to the area to help me. I thank him and resumed my passage. I completely dry the boat and prepared myself for a difficult passage. I slept 2 hours last night to recover from my emotions, then steered for 6 hours tonight. Again, I have 2 hours 30 minutes of siesta, then 7 hours on the helm. Shortly after 12:30 p.m. today, there is more new smoke on board, followed by an explosion. I groped my way back into the cabin and managed to retrieve my wetsuit. My grab bag had remained in the cockpit. I am going back to get my wedding ring. I hit the fire extinguisher, but nothing happens. The smoke is not white like yesterday, but yellow. The cockpit warps and yellows. Seawater spray sounds like the sound of water hitting a saucepan. I understand that I will have to evacuate the boat. I warn my team of a possible evacuation. When I hang up, I am then at the back of the boat ready to trigger my survival. A torrent of flame comes out of the cabin and the coach roof. I am caught in the middle of the flames. I can't even open my eyes. I manage to push the life raft into the water and jump. Normally the end that holds the life raft to the boat is supposed to let go. It doesn't let go. The boat, which I had time to steer, but which is still going forwards pushed by rough seas, pulls it and it fills with water. I manage to get on board without letting go. I think that's where it all happened and things turned the corner to work out right. I say to myself, if you want to live you have a few seconds to find the knife and cut. The IMOCA pulls me back towards it. The waves bring me dangerously close to it. I finally find the knife and cut. My raft is drifting downwind of the boat, which is fully on fire. It takes 30 minutes to sink. I spoke to the boat and thanked it. We were going to go round the world together in 2 years' time. Then, you have to get organized. The satellite phone did not like the water in the raft and doesn't work. I say to myself, nobody knows that the boat has sunk and that you are in your raft. If you activate the beacon on the IMOCA that you were able to take with you and you trigger the one on the life raft, they will have the information. That's what I do. I can't find a bailer on board. A Tupperware box containing batteries will save me. I empty the raft. I begin the wait. I stand behind the raft so that it does not overturn. The sea is very, very big. I take stock of the equipment on board and prepare for what's next. I gather the flares. I put the VHF around my neck. I spend 3 to 4 hours in this raft. I am surprisingly calm. The raft regularly fills with water from the lightly breaking waves. I understand all this but feel safe.